Hope you guys are doing okay. We're starting a bit late. Well, more than a bit. I yeah. Could finally get home like not too long ago. I arrived like 10 minutes late. 10 minutes ago. So yeah. Ah, I'm a bit tired, so that's why the stream is going to be a bit shorter. But we're gonna try it. It's gonna be chill, but it's gonna be fun. Hello. Hey. So, I'm just gonna go in. We're gonna be doing this design I have here. I've been planning on like doing some acrylic minis for Dungeons and Dragons, but so like this is the prototype design. I plan on like I don't know. I was just thinking if I wanted to have like a physical product that I could sell. It will be probably this. Like this is what I came up with, and I like the idea. So yeah, this is the prototype design I'm gonna use to see if I can make it. Though I'm seeing now that the waist is just a bit small for the body. Whoop. There we go. Oh my god, big head. Yeah, that's why I'm making the body a bit bigger. Uh, Something like this. I'm pretty confident I can draw whatever, but chibi, I haven't drawn chibi much, which is why I'm having a bit. But I was having a bit of a difficult time with this. Um, Hello. So yeah, this is going to be the prototype design for a thing that I'm doing. Something like this. Let me see. Let me see. I don't know what color was this, but there we go. Something like this. I think this is better. Though the head might be a secret to plan. No, it's not that much of a secret. But yeah, I think the head might be a bit too big, but like, I think that's the point. I wanted to make it big on purpose. Though, this is smaller than what my first draft looked like. Used to be way bigger and that was so unbalanced. But yeah, it's supposed to be this way. Though I'm not sure if it's disturbing or not. Let me see. I'm gonna make like a oh what? Okay. What? No. The frick? Sorry, I'm my why do I always have technical issues on streams? Like, it's never something I expect. I don't know why the right click on my pen is not working. What? What the fuck? There we go. Anyway, the project I was talking about. Um I wanted to make acrylic minis for D&D. Like not like the 3D sculptures you see normally, but like a flat minis made of acrylic, but like with the image on top. I don't know how to describe it, but you'll see. And this is the prototype design I came up with. It's one of my old characters from D&D that people who know me, like you do, uh, uh, know that this is my very first character, Alexia, and I love her so much, and I draw her too much. And because I already know her design really well, like I decided to use her as an example, as a prototype for this. But yeah, the head might be a bit too large. Yeah, this is... This is better. Yeah, there we go. More balanced. Like, I was trying for like a chibi look, but like, the chibi proportions are weird to me. I don't know. There we go. I think that's it. That's all the modifications I'm gonna do for the sketch. But yeah. Yeah, I'm satisfied with this. I accidentally cut her shoulder. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Alexia. I didn't mean it. You will always be my favorite child. Maybe it's too detail of the chibi you had in mind. Yeah, but like I like detail, and because these are gonna be minis, these are the things that are gonna like gonna stand in for your characters if you're gonna use it in a map and such. Um so if they're gonna be like that, I rather it be like more detailed because, you know, for D&D characters, the more detailed the better, in my opinion. In my very humble, very biased opinion, very like designer like opinion, because I like to add detail to everything. It's okay if you don't for your own characters. Uh, I'm testing. Um, I swear to God. What? Um, my. Oh! Photoshop! Photoshop, why are you being a bitch? There we go. Wait. What the fuck? Oh my god. What? It changed my button somehow. What is it? Ah! Wait. Why so lately there's always something on the stream that goes wrong. And I can't predict what it is ever. Okay, this is fine. Uh-huh. K5 should be Control S. K6 should be Control C. Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with you, Photoshop? Wait a second. You're gonna see my projects for a little bit. I like it, thank you. And Photoshop is always a beach. Yes. Now will you? It's not working. It's not working. That's not it. Wait a second. Okay, now it's working. Cool. Everything's fine. Everything's great. Ugh. There's always something that goes wrong. I'm always having problems with the programs I use. I don't know how that happens. There you go. Okay, now let's start. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. I was excited to do this. What I'm gonna do is that it's gonna be like a flat acrylic. Like, I don't know if you've seen the little acrylic keychains with like these kinds of designs on it. I saw a tutorial on how to make one of those, but like my goal is not to make a keychain, is to make a mini. So what I'm gonna do is that instead of just like doing like this design pressed on it on acrylic, I'm gonna put it like on a rectangle thing. I'm gonna print it, I'm gonna do everything. Okay, I'm gonna have like a mold that I'm gonna make on Blender or something like that. And on that mold, I'll put the illustration and the acrylic. Like, well, first acrylic, then the illustration, then more acrylic, and that's how you make it supposedly. And it'll turn out like a tablet. No, I don't know, like a rectangle, acrylic rectangle with the design. I'm gonna make like a circular base so that the mini can stand, and I'll put like a little thing on the bottom so that they can click and then it can stand, something like that. But for that, I'm gonna have to like create the molds. But it's not a big deal. I can say I'm pretty proficient in 3D programs, even though I haven't touched one in 2 years. 2 years? 2 years? Almost 2 years. But like I know it wasn't like the kind of things I want to make. They're not that difficult, and I remember really enjoying it. When I had a 3D design class, it was pretty fun to me. The teacher assigned us to make some like robots, and my dumb ass, like my teacher wanted us to make like simple robots, like the ones in the movie robots, and or Metabots or something like that. Simple ones. Still kind of complicated, but like it's still on our level. My dumb ass decided to make the Gurren Lagann robot. My dumb ass. And it took me a shit ton of time, but the teacher was really cool about it. He let me have some extra time because he saw I was passionate about this. He let me have some extra time, and he gave me extra points for it, and that was cool. So yeah, I remember really enjoying that class and really enjoying that project specifically. I never really did manage to like there was like a concept I didn't really get in it. which is how to like make organic kind of designs models. That's why we made a robot, because the robot is pretty geometrical. And that was easy to make. Well, easy, quote unquote. It still did take me a ton of time to make it. A ton of time and a ton of effort. But I made it. And it was cool. I felt really proud. Pretty sure I uploaded the pictures of the render on Twitter or something like that. I was really proud of it. So yeah, I don't have any qualms in doing like a simple little mold design for the minis here. I decided to do that and like 3D print it because the tutorial I saw to make the acrylic suggests making like a mold made out of like a carton or paper, but like I didn't really like how uneven it came out, so I decided to just make a mold 3D and then just kind of make it like a cake. Though it's gonna be like, I'm gonna make a prototype first and then decide if that works. Like in theory it should, and I'm fairly confident that it could, but then again, I haven't done this before, so what do I know? But yeah, I'm gonna try that. And if it works, I'm gonna have a mini of my favorite character that I made. So win-win. And if not, I'm still gonna have a picture of my favorite character that I made. There we go. Okay. I'm also taking this as an opportunity to learn how to use Blender too. Because I learned to use another program called Maya. And it was okay. Like, I didn't have any qualms about it, but then again, I haven't used anything else. And I heard Blender is pretty good for beginners. I have a friend who uses it a lot, and he liked it a lot. So, I wanted to try it. And I always see, like, the designs are really clean, really good looking. And maybe, like, if I learn how to do it well, I can even use it for background design. And I can just, like, copy my own design. Make my own, like, background renders. And just copy them. Easy peasy. Like I know a trick that some people do to design backgrounds is that they make it on The Sims or something like that, and they copy it, they trace it, but I never felt comfortable with that because I felt like I was stealing assets from The Sims. I saw one on TikTok. Screenshots from Minecraft. Lol. Yeah, also Minecraft. But like Minecraft helps because it's geometric and you just grab the geometry and then interpret it. But some people what they do is that they copy the assets on the Sims, which I don't think that's great. Like it's okay to practice, you know? And I did it once when I was feeling lazy for a storyboard project. It's a project, it didn't really matter. Like the teacher only graded us for the storyboard aspect of it. So I ended up making the design on The Sims because I was tired. And I mean, I think that's valid. It's just I wouldn't use it for a serious thing, for a serious design or something I plan to sell. But it is good to practice. And then again, it's always good to actually learn how to use perspective. But I know how to use perspective. I just wanna not do it. I guess I'm just lazy. Just do as I say, not as I do. But yeah, with Blender, if I manage to actually learn how to use it, maybe I can make my own backgrounds on it and then I just trace them over and over again. And it'll be okay because it's my design. There must be like I'm pretty sure people do that, right? They make their designs on 3D and then they just trace it. And also like having the power to do anything on 3D is just maddening. I love to just have the ability to create whatever the frick I want on 3D. And I could just if I have the money, I could just print it. Drawing like lace, not lace. I don't know how these are called. Frills. Drawing frills are fun. Oh shit. There we go. You think? Yeah. 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 Nice. It's looking nice so far. If I do say so myself. Also, I don't know if what I want for this is like a cell shaded coloring. I'm still haven't decided because the easy thing to do is to just do it cell shaded, but I'm also compelled to do it with shading. I could try both, and that wouldn't be too much of a bother. This design is really simple, but I don't wanna over detail this thing because not a lot of because it's gonna be like 5 centimeters tall, so it's not gonna be that big, or at least I don't think so. Do I have a ruler? I don't know. Yeah, I have a ruler. 5 centimeters. Yeah, it's pretty small. It's like an inch. What? How much is an inch? Do you have a? I think I do. Wait. There we go. No, it's not an inch. Definitely not an inch. But 5 centimeters are 2 inches, which is not a lot. I don't plan to make it on making them too big. So yeah, like some details are gonna be lost. So I might as well just do cell shaded. Cell shaded. Sorry. um, there we go. This hand is weird, but just trust me, bro. This is based on a on a picture I took of my hand. It's a picture we were talking about, etc. It looks decent. Let's see. Maybe the one I'm gonna make it longer. Yeah, something like this. No. uh, the wand. Let me see. I'm gonna sketch it quickly. Mm, this is weird. I don't know if what I'm doing is right, but it's supposed to be like in perspective. but it just looks weird. Let me see. Perspective has always been a doozy for me, so let's see. Maybe it's because it's like on the front, but it just kind of looks like she's holding a sausage. um. Something like this? Maybe like this, but no. Ugh, perspective is hard. Let's see. Maybe. Hmm. No. Okay, this isn't working. Do I have the picture here? Yeah. You can't see it, but it's better if you don't. Wait, I'm gonna. You're not gonna see my face. I'm sorry. Just gotta look at my reference. Or rather, I could just erase my face. I don't want my face to be out there on the internet. At least not yet. Just erasing some things. I see. I already see a problem with this. Okay, I'm gonna activate it again. There you go. Now you only see the hand. I already see the problem with this. The thumb is wrong. Of course. Let me see. Let's okay. Like something like this. I hate like how like forced the perspective is. This is. It looks weird as fuck, but that's just how it looks. It's just how hands work, I guess. But then again, we don't want it to be too detailed, so. And it's kind of like looking like this. Something like this? perspective is still skewed, but the thing is, that the wand is supposed to be like this anyway, so I don't know, it looks weird. Let's see. Everything's good with the transform tool, so I'm just gonna do that. Oh shit. I think my dog is attacking a cat. There we go. Sausage. It looks like a sausage. There we go. Something like this. I'll detail the wand. I don't even have to detail the wand. What am I saying? There we go. That's better. This hand looks so weird. The fingers are all like weird. Like, what the fuck is this? But I try my best, I guess. That's it. No. Let's erase this. Should have done this before. Though the hand might be a bit too big, but I'll just draw it. No, you know what? I'm gonna. There we go. This one. What the fuck? Wait. Erasing these lines. There we go. Let's make it smaller. Maybe the I forgot the word for this. The what? What is the word for this? The foreshortening. The foreshortening is a bit exaggerated, so maybe this is fine. It still looks weird as fuck, but I don't know if this is the best course of action. It looks weird. I'll draw the liner for it, and then I'll decide if it's too weird for my taste. And maybe I'll simplify it. Oh, it's 15. Okay. There we go. Do this. Stabilizer, stabilize my pen, please. There we go. Then again, it doesn't have to be this detailed. This is gonna get lost because the drawing is gonna be pretty small once it's printed. Something like this. There you go. Hmm. Still looks weird. Hmm. You know what? I'm not gonna do it this way. Let's do something else instead. I don't think this is the right thing. Like, I don't think this is right for the drawing. Let's see. I'm thinking. Oh, yeah. I know what to do. Like, um, gonna get rid of this for a second. This is something like this. Hmm. Trying to foreshorten this shit. Wait, maybe. Maybe like the arm is too like too short, but yeah, it's fine. This is it. So this and this here. And then what we're gonna do? We're not gonna hold a wand. We're gonna do something else. Uh um there we go. Um Something like this. Is this good? I think so. No. It looks so bad. That's what? Ah, shit. Sorry. Restart. Hands are tough, guys. Yeah, let's just do it a bit more exaggerated. Ugh. Awful. Hands are hard. Also, the sketch is distracting me. Okay. This is the hand. It's gonna look like this, sorta. Maybe something like this, and then something like this. This is looking better. I know it looks kinda weird, but it's looking better than before. Maybe this. Sorry, I'm not saying much, but trying to figure this out is like studying math again. Shit. Fingers are hard. Fingers are hard. Like, it's the other two that are the middle and the ring one that are weird. Ew. mm. Okay. We've got the 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 pinky here and the index here. Now. Maybe it's because it's lacking that third thing. Mm. Something like this? Question mark? There we go. mm, maybe this also like a bit. Ah, something like this. Sorry, most of my comments is like something like this. I am trying to do hands and I'm struggling a lot. Maybe maybe if I just put it exaggerated a bit more, like the foreshortening. And maybe this a bit. Uh, Something like this. And maybe the index is a bit wrong too. Or maybe it was fine the way that it was. Shit. Wait. Bad. Hands are hard. I don't know why it's hard for me to like think more geometrically on 3D. So that's why things like hands and foreshortened things are a bit difficult for me to draw. I'm holding like my hand to see if this works. Uh, it is not my the hand that I need, but like I think it works. Okay. Let's see, let's see. Always use references, my guys. This is better. Not perfect, but better. Something like this. There we go. Okay. Finally done with that part. Instead of her just like grabbing a. Instead of her grabbing a wand, she's just gonna, cast a spell. We'll see what spell it is later. Though I think I'm gonna. Yeah. foreshorten this a bit better. It's not perfect, but it's fine. This looks really weird. But let's see how it looks with the line art. I'm gonna have to raise the arm too, unfortunately. Yeah. We can go back to talking. I'm sorry it took a while composing the hand. But I like to be a perfectionist. Now, that's not the most healthy mindset. It is one that works for me, I like to say. I guess I've always been just like the type of really concentrate on self-improvement. Wait. There we go. It is not the best hand, but it is a hand. It's a hand. It's a hand. It already took me a while, so I'm just gonna accept it as it is. My character's just gonna have really weird, weirdly shaped hands. And she's perfect. Yeah, it's nice to see some improvement. I think 20 was the one that I was using. Oops. I accidentally used a brush a bit too small for this. Just a wee bit too small. Oh. Where's the hand? There we go. hand. Grabby hand. I need to practice hands. Like I said, I've never been able completely to like think in a three-dimensional space. So it's kind of hard. But I'm trying. And with practices, me trying to be motivational and completely failing. But the thing is, with practice, everything is possible. Even me drawing hands is possible. Maybe I can make it like as a some sort of bucket list thing. Before I graduate, I want to be able to draw hands properly. It doesn't sound too bad, right? But I just gotta practice. Uh, there we go. Noise. This character has always been really fun to me. It was my very first, and I always have fond memories of her. I did it in the same layer, didn't I? Cool. Maybe that's why I'm so fond of Alexia. She was the first character I played with. But not only that, she was the first proper OC I've ever made, ever. Before her, I didn't have any OCs. Well, I did, sorta. I used to write a lot. But like, when I say write, I mean attempting to write a Wattpad story on Wattpad. It's not just the archetype, it's on Wattpad. I used to write on Wattpad. It wasn't the best, not gonna lie. And I had my like some OCs there, and I do have designs for them. But they aren't like the most complicated characters, or even I'm pretty sure they don't even have personalities other than, you know, what I already imagined in my head. But I never wrote anything concrete, and they were just kind of pieces of cardboard, to be honest. But then again, I shouldn't be harsh on myself. I was, what, 13 when I created them? But I never really wrote lore for them. Like the basic thing I wrote for them, like I didn't even have an idea what to do with them. Other than the main character, because like the whole plot revolves around her, which is again not great. The whole plot revolved around her, and but that's it. She didn't have that much of a personality. She didn't have that much going on other than like, oh, she's a bit clumsy and ditzy and I don't know, friendly. Like people like her, but why? I don't know. She's just funny. It's funny to see her when she misses the bus or something like that. She's not the most compelling character. She was a total Mary Sue back then. And beyond what I wrote for the book, she didn't have that much going on. Like she liked science and that's it. That's her trait. She likes science. She was a typical nerd who suddenly got superpowers. And now she gotta live a double life as a superhero and as a, well, nerd. Ah, my dog. Wait a second. There we go. But yeah, she had a design, that character I'm talking about, but she didn't really have anything going on. Like her design isn't that. She was just like a basic character. Um, there wasn't. I didn't really design much. That's what I mean. But with Alexia, she had more thought put into her. At least the bar was low, but she definitely had more thought. She had a whole backstory. Pretty sure she had more personality. Even if that personality was just, I like magic books and I like magic. And I want to learn everything about magic. Which is just the motivation. But beyond that, she was like, I think I put her like a tsundere kind of character. Bit lawful good. Kinda self-projecting a bit, but this is what happens. But yeah, Alexia was my first proper, well, better written. I'm not gonna say well written, but I'm gonna say better written than my other OCs. She was my first serious OC. And I made her for a D&D game I had with some online friends who introduced me to the game. But at the time, I had no idea what the game was about other than the basic stuff. Like the really, really bare minimum basic. Like I knew what Dungeons and Dragons was from television and that's it. I didn't even know what the rules were, what I was supposed to do. I didn't even know what a character sheet was. And when they told me to make a character sheet, I didn't know I was supposed to roll for stats or anything. What I thought when they said make a character sheet for your character, I thought they asked for like a design character sheet, because the person who invited me to play the game met me through my comics that I was making on Tapas. Um, they met me through there, and they invited me. So I had like the drawing context on my head, and I didn't know what a character sheet was. So when they told me to make a character sheet, I thought they said, "I'll design your character and that's it. You're just gonna play with it." And like I designed the character, the backstory. I wrote it. I wrote the backstory and everything. I'm pretty sure. Wait, did I? Did yeah, yeah. I wrote that basic backstory. Uh, you know, pretty edgy. I'm not gonna lie, pretty edgy. Like her parents died, which is a great start. Her parents died in a mysterious war, insert war here. They were good. They were pretty talented mages. So they were tasked by the king to um fight in the war, but why? I don't know. How they died? I don't know. They disappeared. And well, they were considered dead because they found their stuff. They found their stuff. The Alexia's mom's wand and her dad's staff, a few letters and stuff, like their belongings. Basically, they found it and they assumed they were dead, but they basically just disappeared, which is a good like. I did that on purpose in case like the DM wanted to do something about it, but they could just be dead for all that it served Alexia. She, when she was a baby, she never really met her parents. Her parents had her, and then they had to go fight in the war, and they left her with the grandmother, which is also like a pretty talented mage. But after the parents died, well, this is something I added later to make it more compelling. But basically, after her parents died, the grandmother was so struck in grief that she decided to recluse herself in her magical experiments and basically started neglecting Alexia. So Alexia grew up to be pretty independent. But originally, it was just her parents died. She lived with her grandmother. She escaped. Like, she lived with her grandmother in the middle of nowhere and she escaped. She wanted to know the world, so that's why she went out on an adventure. And she wanted to learn magic, just like her mom and dad did. So that's why she went out. And I mean, that's a better backstory than what I had written for my other character. So, good on my progress. But yeah, I had the backstory in mind, but that's it. That's as much as I did for her, like when I first made her. When she first sprung into being. And I got a design sheet and I designed her, and that's it. So when they told me when they started talking about stats, I didn't know what they were talking about. I didn't know where they got that from. And yeah, like all I did was roll a d20 when the DM told me to and pretended everything was fine, which isn't great. But I guess, oh well. I should have investigated it a bit further before starting playing D&D. I just thought it was just like, the DM told me what to do and I'll just do it. I didn't know there was so much involved in D&D. But yeah, I eventually uh we kind of fell apart. And we stopped playing D&D because there were some scheduling conflicts, same old same old issues. I may have been the pretty new at this, but I wasn't new to this scheduling conflicts, so um we kind of fell apart, and like we didn't stop being friends. It's just, well, yeah, I don't think we stopped being friends. It's just we didn't play D&D again. It was sad. So when my boyfriend started like getting an interest in playing, I was like, yeah, it's cool. We did these things, and my boyfriend was confused because he knew that there was more to it. So a few years ago, for Christmas, I bought him the starter set that included the I Spire's Peak adventure. And yeah, like he DM'd for us. I got some friends who were also interested in playing D&D, and my boyfriend DM'd for us, and I played Alexia again. And now, actually conscious of what a character sheet really was. So yeah, that's how I made Alexia. She first started as oh, I think the order was she first started as an evocation wizard. Then I don't know why, but as a reference for my from the previous game I played with the first group I played with, I I made her. I wanted her to have like a flavor of like, oh, she drew power from the stars and stuff like that. From the stars and from the cosmos and space and stuff like that. So my my DM foolishly, foolishly let me change my subclass to a homebrew one, the sun and moon one, and that was a complete mistake. He changed so much as we advanced the game, and he became a bit more experienced DMing, of course. Um, he started balancing and rebalancing my character, adding and taking out a few features in that so the game was fair. But he didn't have that much experience actually balancing a character, so like a homebrew subclass especially. So there were a lot of changes made to Alexia's character sheet at the beginning. Eventually we um we found like a place where it was comfortable and it wasn't game breaking or too boring or anything. But the Tasha's Cauldron of Everything came out, and the Order of Scribes was made, and it felt so like perfectly with Alexia, because like I said, Alexia had like a deep want to learn about magic and just do magic in general. In game, she collected a lot of magic, like it's magic spell books. Magic spell books. That's a bit redundant, but I digress. Her whole thing was every time we went into a dungeon, she would always be looking for books, more books to add to her collection, and to her own spell book, where she obviously wrote every single spell, and she learned every single spell that she could, even spells from other classes. And I think that's something wizards wanted, like can do anyway. But I really leaned into that when I played Alexia. She wanted to learn as much magic as possible. So yeah, the when the Order Scribes came out, my boyfriend showed it to me, and he was like, "This is perfect for Alexia," and I agreed. So he let me change the subclass one more time to the Order of Scribes. It was really fun. I stayed with that until the end of the campaign. Finally, finally content with what I had. So yeah, that was her journey. She had like 3 subclasses. My DM wouldn't let me do that again, probably. And oop, but it was fun still. The first campaign was really fun. We have a lot of memories from it. It was pretty chaotic. We didn't roleplay as much, but we did make like a lot of funny scenarios. Right now we do have like a huge focus on um role playing with our characters, which is why I'm really happy with the characters I have right now. But Alexia will always be my first and my most beloved. And even though she might be like a bit of a Mary Sue too, not I gotta say not as much as my first character, but not gonna deny if she is. Even though she might be a bit of a Mary Sue sometimes, I still love her a lot, and she was really fun to play. I haven't played a wizard since. But that's because I wanted to try all the other all the other classes first. And so far, I've been successful. I think the only ones I haven't played are Ranger. I don't know if I played a Druid before or not. No, yeah, I have. Uh, I don't remember which one. I think Circle of Stars, but I played it. Which one? What haven't I played? I haven't played. Well, I have played for a one shot like a Warlock, and I didn't really like it, to be honest. Even though like I'm a huge fan of spellcasting classes, I didn't really enjoy playing a Warlock. But Wizard being my favorite, even after everything, I don't know, maybe that's what makes me a bit biased towards, I don't know, big magic. Just pretty sure I'm not I'm not I'm not gonna I'm not claiming I'm a great D&D player, but as I understand it, and from my experience, wizards are utility casters, while warlocks are a bit more of DPS sorta casters. And though wizards can be DPS too, um, warlocks are just a bit better at it, though they have way fewer spell slots. Which, like, even though it's to balance it out, I still feel like I don't really like that aspect that they don't have as many spell slots. And even for me, that I don't really tend to focus a lot on stats or character builds or stuff like that. I don't tend to focus that on that a lot. More I tend to focus more on the flavor that I want for my character. The role playing aspect. But I still didn't find all that fun to play a warlock. Even though I only played it for a one shot one time. Pretty recently. It was for a Christmas one shot I had with my friends. It was funny. Like it had to be our characters. We traded characters, and we each made like a white elephant, and not white elephant. It was Secret Santa. But instead of like giving each other presents, we just made each other's characters for the one shot. It was pretty fun. And one of my friends made the warlock for me, and I was supposed to be Jesus. And even though Jesus would have been better, obviously, as a cleric, I wanted to. I said, like, on my wish list for my character, I said that I wanted to play something I hadn't played before. And one of those things was one of the classes that I didn't play at the moment. It was warlock. So they made a warlock, and because the concept was funny that Jesus, you know, he's Christmassy, right? Christmas is supposed to be his birthday. So, yeah, it was just a funny character idea, and so I played as Jesus. I don't know how sacrilegious that was, but it's something I did. Like playing as that, it was fun. It's just I didn't really enjoy playing the warlock aspect. So yeah. I don't know what else I haven't played. I'm pretty sure I haven't played a ranger. I have played a fighter. I have played a barbarian. I have played an artificer by now. I haven't. I'm pretty sure I haven't played a paladin actually. That's what I'm gonna play next. No, actually, I have. Specifically, I have. I'm gonna play a paladin soon for a future campaign. And I was gonna say, like, yeah, I haven't played it, and that's why I'm choosing to play it. But no, I have for another one shot, which is specifically why I chose to play paladin, because I like the character I made. I like the paladin character I made, and I wanted to play as her for a campaign. Um, that's why. So yeah, I have played a paladin before. I don't know what I haven't played. Like, I don't think I played a full bard. I attempted a bardlock, which wasn't my favorite. It was my second character, and I don't know why my DM let me have a multi-class as my second character ever. We played the campaign. This campaign that was for like birds. I forget its name. Humblewood. We played a Humblewood campaign. Because my DM got it. Recently at that moment. But I had some like conflicts with the character, and I didn't end up liking it in the end. I didn't roleplay as them as much. I wasn't feeling it. I didn't really like playing as them because it included the warlock aspect as well, and I wasn't feeling it. So I think that's the only time I actually played a bard character, and it wasn't even a full bard. So maybe I should play the full bard at some point. Apart from that, I think it's just that, just the ranger and the bard. I haven't played. And after I'm finished with all of that, I'm gonna play a wizard again. Though I already planned. We have in the future we want to play Strixhaven too. So, but when I play Strixhaven, I'm specifically gonna play Alexia again. A bit remixed. I'm gonna rewrite her backstory and stuff. So that it's new. I'm not playing the very same character, but I'm gonna play a similar thing for what I played for the first time with Alexia. So yeah, for my Strixhaven campaign, I already know what I'm gonna do. So yeah, that's the story with my character and with my like my D&D upbringing. Oh, whoops. Something missing. Am I not? There you go. Everything's fine. Now... Oh. There we go. A little bit of a border. Just because. Is it? I don't have her color palette. That's a shame. Well, I can take this moment to like redo her color palette. Why not? Let's see. Let's find it again. I was never really satisfied with her color palette anyway. Like by the end, like at at the time I did it, it was okay. But looking back, I'm not that satisfied with her color palette. So I'm just gonna take the opportunity to do it again. There we go. Mm, 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 mm. Wait a second. There we go. Better. Actually, let's I'm gonna open the reference to have it here because I am gonna look at it quite a bit. There we go. On the side, please. There we go. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Something like that. There we go. Now back to this one. There we go. Let's see what I can do. I think I am gonna keep her reddish hair. But I am gonna tone it down just a tad bit. Somewhere around here. Actually, does this have a filter? It might have I might have a filter which is it's gonna freak up the colors a bit. Let me see. Let me open the I opened the image, not the file. So let me see if I can find it. If I do still have it, I do still have it. Good. There we go. This one does have the layers. There we go. It did have things. Okay, that's better. Okay, that's her original palette, but it doesn't look great. It doesn't look great. Does it have another filter? Am I missing? Nope. That's it. Yeah, I thought it was odd. It looked like this. But yeah, that's her original palette. Okay. Her hair is brownish, which is fine. It leans on the reddish side. And I actually like that. I might be a bit biased, but I like that. Something like this? A bit more saturated. There we go. Alexi's supposed to be a half-elf. So it does make sense. I don't know how like genetics work in D&D. Some people have proposed like counter ideas for stuff like that. Because I know some people like the idea of, you know, mixed races. Like I have a friend who's currently playing half orc, half elf. And that's not really explored in the official D&D. So I think that's interesting. But yeah, she's supposed to be a half elf, half human. Her father was human, and her mother was an elf. So she's half and half. Actually, originally she used to be just a human because I wanted to go basic. But then my boyfriend was like, well, for wizard, at the time we didn't have like the rule that, well, we can use the +1 +2 for the characters however we liked. It was just, I think at the time it's based on the race. Like, okay, half elves are good for magic, for like spellcasters, because they have a high intelligence stat bonus and stuff like that. So at the time my boyfriend was like, hey, maybe you should try, instead of playing a human, a basic human, just play as a plays a half elf. And I was reluctant a bit because I was already married to the idea of human character, and because I was a bit intimidated by the game, because like Fey race includes, well, no, it's not because it's Fey. It's just if it's because it's anything other than human, and because it's like that, it has special features and special things I gotta remember. And I was a bit intimidated by that, and yeah, that's why I wanted to choose. I wanted to choose a human character, but in the end, my boyfriend convinced me, telling me that it was better for the wizard that I was making. So I ended up going for the half elf option, which is good. Like, it wasn't that bad. I was just afraid that I wasn't gonna get the game soon enough. So that's why I wanted to go really basic, but I'm glad I didn't. Now, like, a lot of my characters, I think there's just one character who's actually like quote unquote human. Uh it's my I played a blood hunter, and he's a variant human, so it's a quote unquote human. Apart from him, every single character I played hasn't been human and has always had pointy ears. And I love it. I like drawing pointy ears because, I don't know, makes my brain go burr. What was I saying before this? I don't know. uh, oh, actually, there's a thing here I forgot to erase. There we go. I made her skin a little bit less yellow because when I designed her, I wanted her to be a bit more tan. And I don't think this is the best skin color yet, but I wanted her to be a bit more tan. But because the colors on my computer were a bit fricked, to say the least. Um, because of that, I ended up using a yellowish kind of color, and it's not great. It doesn't look great in my opinion, at least for her. And I don't know, like in the character design wise, kind of thing. Maybe not that tone of yellow. I don't know. I'm gonna make her a bit more tan because that was the point. Something like this, maybe? There you go. It's looking better. Like the other colors are so much so saturated that it's kind of hard to look at. Like that's why it didn't work without a filter. So yeah, I actually do like. You know what? I do like the color of her eyes. So I am gonna use that. I'm gonna use those again. Oh, but first the color of her of the white part of the eye. I forgot how that's called. But this part. Mm. There we go. Nice. This is looking better already. I wasn't planning on like redoing her color palette, but I guess here we are. This is what we're doing now. Welcome to my stream. There we go. I'll make a color palette for her later. For like just to save it later. Oh, I forgot. The shoulders. Forgot they were uncovered. Oh, good. Okay. Now for her shirt. I planned for the shirt to be not blue, but like whitish blue. Still, this is still a bit saturated, but I like it. This like I want it to be blue, but like with a lot of white in it. I don't know how else to explain it. I don't know what this shade of blue is, but it is a blue, and I'm sticking with it. I like this blue. Also, Alexia has my favorite color scheme, color palette sort of thing. I love to combine blue with yellow. And that was her whole thing before. I remember her first outfit was very like regal like, and right now she looks more of an adventurer. She has a more casual style. Because I guess her whole character arc was for her to be a bit more carefree, less rigid, define who she is and stuff like that. So eventually, when by the time we finished the campaign, she has like a more casual, free like style of clothes. That's what I like. Let's see. I'm looking if I'm missing something, but I think I'm not. Oh right, that's what I was missing. I knew I saw something and I forgot about it. There we go. Just that spot. Now for the vest thing. I think the same kind of blue is okay. Now the little frills are gonna be white. Shoot, I forgot to erase something. This part. This part here. There we go. And this. Oh, let me just do this. Just so I don't lose the color. There we go. Better. It's a little mistake I made. Something I missed. All good. All good now. All good. It's looking fine. I like this so much better. Oh, so much better than before. Jeez. I like to say that I've grown as an artist. So, I think my color palettes are better. I choose colors better. I remember choosing this color palette because it's always common to see these like blue and yellow to be related with the sky and the stars, and that's why I chose it. Even though she didn't really get like that flavor anymore, I still like to retain it for the reference. Oh, actually, this is gonna be goldenish too, I think. I forgot. This part I forgot, but I'm just gonna wing it. I could open a reference that I pretty sure I have of her whole a full body reference. Do I have it? I don't know if I do actually. Like here, it's probably saved up in somewhere else, but yeah, I have it, but I don't need it. I don't need it. It's fine. I said I was gonna redo her whole thing, and that's what I'm doing. I remember I was going on a tangent before, but I forgot what it was. Oh, this isn't in this color. Like I don't have to erase it, but I just gotta do something to remind myself that that's not that color. Oof, I'm hungry. Like my stomach's been rumbling for a while now. Oh right, there's some things I gotta do. My stomach's been rumbling for a while now. And I shouldn't eat. I should have been eaten when I arrived at my house. Uh, but I was already late for the stream. And I know I said it was gonna be a chill stream and there's not gonna be much about it. I still want it to be on time. I don't like being late to stuff. Especially when I said I was gonna be there at a certain hour. And since I announced I was gonna be here at 9 p.m., I got here at 9:10 p.m., but I got here. Oh, actually, oh, there's so many things I miss. There we go. No, the pants. For her pants, I do remember I went with like khaki. Oh, this might be too fleshy. There you go. raised a little bit here. Better. I just realized I'm doing this. And I don't even know what I have for homework. I don't know if I should be doing something else right now. Oh, good. There we go. Oh, actually, this part is blue. I remember that. I remember now at least. This is blue. I'm pretty sure I made it that color on purpose. Oops. Though not this blue, I'm not convinced. Also, I'm not convinced by the pants. Let's see. Maybe something around here? Oop. I did on separate layers. Fortunately, those layers are like, I don't know why. It's weird. It's fine now. I'm not sure about the pants. Yeah, I made them too dark. I think that's good. There we go. Now the heels. Just that, I'm done with the coloring. I'm pretty sure, I think. No, actually, I'm missing the book. Now that I remember. Heels. Heels. And the book. Pretty sure she had a blue book, something like that. I've forgotten. It's fine though. It's my character, I can do whatever with it. If I ever do write something, like, I do want to write a comic or something like that. But if I ever do it, it's gonna be so messy. I'm gonna retcon some stuff, I know that. I'm gonna try not to do it as much as possible, but I'm probably gonna end up retconning a few bits of it every once in a while. Which is not gonna be good. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna change some aspects every once in a while. There you go. That's a better palette. I think. To me, at least. Uh, we've been live for 2 hours, so I think I'm gonna stop now. I am pretty. Oh wait, forget about it. Forgot to do one thing. There we go. Is this it? No. There we go. This one. Forgot. This. I don't care if I went over the lines. There we go. There we go. Good. As I was saying, we've been going on for a while. 2 hours. It's more time than I thought I was gonna be on stream. But I think I'm gonna end it now. I did want to finish it, but I am tired. I'm pretty sure I slept like 2 hours this last night, so I am gonna eat and then I'm gonna sleep. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys like to see the process of this. It's good to, for me it's good to ramble. But yeah, it's been fun. Hope you guys have a good night. Bye bye.